Hi guys, I'm David with Media Unlocked, and today we're going to be talking about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, my new favorite camera. So I've had this for about 2 months, and as a lot of you know, B&H sent a lot of stuff out to us to test out, review, see what we think about it. And every once in a while, something comes in that I like so much, I pretty much let them know I'm buying this. Like, I got to have this for the kit, right? This is the very camera, the very item that I must have. So I will be purchasing this instead of sending it back to B&H because this camera is amazing. And I use this camera more than any other camera that I have. I have the Sony FX3, A7 III, A7R III, the GoPro 10, and I use this camera 10 times more than any of those cameras, which is kind of crazy to think about, right? I literally use this camera almost every day because of what it can do. Now, I'm not necessarily using it for professional work, but I'm using it to document behind the scenes. I'm using it to do time lapses of me doing work. I'm using it for social media. I'm using it for very basic, like a lot of very basic behind the scenes stuff when we're actually shooting with professional equipment. I am using it for some basic social media stuff for clients. So like setting up the time lapse on this, because it's on a gimbal, you can actually set a start and finish point. So like there's a new coffee shop that just opened up. And so I went in there and did this really cool little time lapse reel of people coming and going for the owner for the new coffee shop. The audio is phenomenal. Of course it's on a gimbal. So if we pull it out here, it is on a gimbal. So we can just pull it out here. So everything's going to be nice and smooth when we're shooting. Plus, if you hit it 3 times here, now we've got selfie mode, which is phenomenal. And then I can just literally turn this mic on and I've got nice, clean audio. It automatically connects. They actually just came out to where you can actually buy a second one of these, so you could have 2 people talking at the same time. It has vertical mode. It has horizontal mode. The screen flips. So you have this screen where it flips here. Like, it just has so many things that just blew my mind. And one of the coolest things about all of that is it is a full 1-inch sensor. And it does really well in low light for a camera this size at this price. Now, the Creator Combo, which is what we have here, what I'm going to be buying is about $670. Because it comes with this mic, that alone is worth the extra money right there. It comes with like a wind piece, and then it comes with a magnetic piece for the mic. So the mic actually, you can magnetically, if I wanted to hide this like here or something like that, or put it here or put it in a specific spot, the magnet is actually super strong. You've got this little case here, and then it does come with this little piece here, which I think is $30, for $30 or $40, but now you've got a little bit wider angle that you can do where you can take it on and off. But I use it a lot for my TikTok videos, for my Instagram videos, for my reels where I would just sit and talk about business related things or life hacks, or I would shoot time lapses of me like at a coffee shop working to have like content to put up on my social media. It does hyperlapse. It is super smooth when it comes to video. Now, there is one drawback that I do not like about it, is that if you're going to shoot slow motion, it does not do slow motion in the vertical mode. It only does it in the horizontal mode. So if you wanted to shoot slow motion for like a TikTok reel, you're just gonna have to center it, whatever you're shooting, and you're gonna have to shoot in the horizontal mode and then cut and then crop in for it. So that is probably one of the largest drawbacks, but I'm hoping that's something that could be a firmware update. So I'm not crazy about that. Hopefully, I think the spare mic is only like $80, so it's less than $100 if you wanted a second mic. Everything is charged through USB. And then the one thing I haven't really talked about that I thought was phenomenal that I've recently started using in the last week is I started doing a little bit of streaming on Instagram, streaming on Twitch, streaming on YouTube, and this works really, really well. It's read like a webcam, right? So what I do is I just plug in via USB, my computer reads it, and now I have a really nice high quality video where it tracks me. That's the other crazy thing. It does a great job of tracking you. So as I'm doing work or doing stuff and I'm live streaming, it will move with me, which adding that little bit of extra move when you're talking or you're doing something, it just adds another element that makes it feel more lifelike, which I really, really love. So this camera has so many different features that just blow my mind, and literally, I'm not joking when I say I almost use this camera almost every single day of the week. for some small purpose. If it's going live, if it is shooting a time lapse, if it is just talking, doing some kind of reel or video, just talking about like life hacks or you know, personal growth, things like that for like my TikTok channel. It just makes everything really, really easy to use. So I'm a huge fan of this. Like I said, the creator combo is $670. I would go on and pay the extra money for the creator combo just because of the few things you get. You do get a bag, this extra battery piece here. So if we pull this off, you get the tripod piece, you get this extra battery piece, which is a big deal for me because if we're doing a lot of shooting in a day, and then, you know, of course it has a battery built into the gimbal itself. But having that extra battery is really, really nice. And then of course the mic, being able to have nice high quality audio, I was really impressed with how well the audio worked. And as far as the automatic settings, you can manually set up stuff. So if I'm shooting something professional, I'm using this as like a secondary camera, which I've done a couple times. I'll manually set up my lighting or my settings on it. But as far as like when I was doing webcam, when I'm doing talking head stuff for reels, 9 times out of 10, I've got it in auto mode, and it does a really good job with the lighting, and the quality is really solid. So you don't get a lot of noise. It even has a low light mode. So you can go into the low light mode and it's going to perform really, really well. I have seen a few people put it up against the FX3, and I have been kind of blown away at how well, in the same lighting setting, how well it is stacked up against the FX3. But I would say if you blew it up to like, let's say a 50 or 60 inch screen, you're going to start to see where it will break down, and the FX3 low light quality will still be very solid. So if you're looking for, if you're just looking for a day-to-day camera that can be used for everything with a gimbal, I mean, it's great that it has a gimbal. I mean, I would seriously look at getting this DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I've seen the Pocket 2, Pocket 1, never been very interested. They came out with the Pocket 3. It had the 1-inch sensor. The quality was phenomenal, having the mic, which works really, really well. It also has like hyperlapse. It has so many different small little features that I have not even used yet, that I've just been very happy with. And so this is something that I'm gonna buy, and I'm gonna keep using almost every single day. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, guys, we'll catch you next time.
Let's go.